Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I have a special guest today. Yo, what's up? Yep, Tahu and I are going to be looking at set number, what is it? 76125, also known as the Iron Man Hall of Armor. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am a huge Iron Man fan. I love all their movies, and I've just been waiting for LEGO to make the perfect Iron Man set. And today, I think we finally got it. Isn't it great? Alright, so first thing we're going to do is that we're going to look at the set in detail, and then we'll take a quick look at the minifigures. Alright, so taking a look at the build here, it's nicely constructed. I like all these sections here for the different individual armors. You have some nice details here, like that blender. You have a gun and electric piece or whatever. And then there's a nice satellite dish over here with those effect parts. Looks like it's giving off some signals. We have Igor over here. Now Igor is a controversial part of the build, but I personally love this thing. I might be the only one out there, but yeah, he's a decent size. He's a decent size compared to me, and yeah, I mean, he's fun. He's very articulated. He has great articulation, as we can see in this awesome stop motion. And he can also have a minifigure fit inside of him pretty neatly. We're done with Emmett fitting inside the Igor suit. Let's get to the rest of the goodies. Cool part about this set is that it can come apart, as well as right here. So you could put this little, we'll look at these two sub builds in a minute, but let's look at this first. So, well, I mean, I've already shown you this, but another cool feature about the Hall of Armors is that you can also display these any way you want, so you can have them like a perfect circle, like that kind of, sort of, if you wanted to do that. And the windows, or the screens, have displays on them. They're not very, you can't really see them that great, but I'll try my best to show you. Like this one is the Mark V, the suitcase armor, which is this minifigure right here, which we'll take a good look at later. The Striker armor, which I hope that LEGO decides to make this armor, because it looks really cool in minifigure form. And then here, don't know if you can really see it all that well. Let me get my phone to focus. Okay, that is the Red Snapper armor right there. Right there, I think that's the Homecoming armor. That is, I don't know what that one is actually. That one might be the Mark 1. Not 100% sure. That one right there is the Silver Centurion. I wish I had that minifigure, but I don't, and it's really hard to find. And that is the Bleeding Edge armor, which is also impossible to find, because it costs more than $1,000. And yeah, all the other windows are plain. And I think that pretty much does it for this part of the build. It's nice. You can't stack these up on another. Let me see if I can try to do that. And that's how the Hall of Armors would look like if they were stacked up one on top of each other. And I feel like if you get enough of these, some mockist out there who's better than me can probably make like an actual, you know, screen accurate Hall of Armor, you know, because with the whole, you know, display like that, and have like the Mark 42 down there, you know, like this actually doesn't look that bad. I might actually have it displayed like this one day when I get more Iron Man figures. But yeah, that pretty much does it for the Hall of Armors for now. Now here we have the little turntable armor assembly thing here. This is a cool feature. I like this This is a nice add-on. It doesn't really make that much sense for any of the armors that come in this set. I'll get a little bit more into that in detail, but it is a nice inclusion if you have a traditional style Iron Man armor. So, these are articulated here, 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 and, you could pretend like, oh, he's assembling, or like they're assembling the suit for him. But like I said, it doesn't make a lot of sense for the Mark 50 since it is nanotech, and it does spin too. And yeah, you could have this behind or here in the armor, or you know, placed over here, which is nice. And then we have Tony's little laptop section or computer desk. And let me just put that there. Yes, it's nice. There's also a lot of other stuff in here. Like there's a system error, intruder alert. A little outrider advertisement, or there's a blocks number. I'm guessing that's Phil. This is some sort of like keyboard thing here with some other thingies, and then here we have Jarvis, and I'm not sure what that is. Not sure what that is actually, but yeah, it's like just some stats or whatever. And it looks nice. I like the way it came out. It looks really good. Now we get on to everybody's favorite part, the minifigures. Alright, so here we have the Mark 1. This is a nice looking armor. It doesn't make a lot of sense, like this armor is clunky, and I wish they had like some sort of special chest piece for it, but it's honestly so detailed that I really don't care. It has the jetpack. I put the jetpack on it because it would make sense, because like all the other armors don't need a jetpack, right? Like this accessory belongs to the Mark 1. There is no one in it because it is just, an empty armor, but if you wanted to grab a minifigure, or, you wanted to get Tony, you can very much put him in there. And that doesn't look too bad. Let me get his hairpiece. And yes, this hairpiece is included with the set, I forgot to mention, which is, nice. It is accurate to some degree, this hairpiece. It's accurate for like an Iron Man 3 sort of thing. But in my opinion, the most accurate hairpiece, for like some of the more recent movies would be this hairpiece right here. I don't know. I just like the way that this one looks better. And there is detail behind on the back of this minifigure. I like this heads-up display face, by the way. This is a really nice inclusion. Anyway, there is detail on the back of this minifig. If I can get the jetpack off right here. Yeah, that's nice. There's a lot of nice little details in there, little mechanical detail, which is nice. I like it. It looks very neat. The helmet for this minifigure is kind of a letdown, but honestly, because of production costs, I imagine they couldn't make a new mold, because if you play the game, or if you've, seen people play the game, this armor has a special type of helmet that is extremely screen accurate. So they just went with the Invincible Iron Man helmet and then just painted it silver with, the details of the Mark 1 face or something. It still looks nice, but I just wish that they could have, given us a piece. But like I said, like this probably has to do something with like production costs or whatever. Then we take a look at one of my favorite armors when I was a kid. When Iron Man 2 first came out, I instantly fell in love with this armor. Because, it was a suitcase that turned into an Iron Man suit. That was awesome. The suit really doesn't do much in that movie because, it's not his strongest armor. It's just, it's a portable armor for emergencies, and it does that beautifully. But the paint on this is nice. I love that reflective silver that we get. It's beautiful. I love the little extra lines in black, that are on the face, which is accurate, because, like I said, it all folds into a suitcase and then folds out. And I'm glad that they didn't just leave a silver face on there, which is, really cool. The back also has nice detail. I've heard some people say that it needs silver arms. I have tried it with silver arms, but I don't know. It just like it works, but it doesn't. I don't know. Like people say, like it needs silver arms to completely look. I don't know. I think it might be something else. Other than that, this minifigure is nice. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. And here we have the Mark 41. This is also a very nice looking figure. This minifigure probably has the best detail out of all of them. It you see, this one's codenamed Bones. I'm a huge, armor fanatic. I wasted a lot of time, researching this when I was a kid, and now, it's like hardwired into my brain, so I can instantly tell you what the name of an armor is and what its purpose is. This guy is a prototype armor, because he's like basically just a walking exoskeleton Iron Man armor or whatever. And I mean, he looks really cool. Uh, this armor, what it does is that it's a prototype for the Mark 42, where it disassembles and reassembles and whatnot. It'll fly toward its user in pieces and form itself on them. So it's a nice figure. It looks nice. I love that rich gold that we get. Whoops. And yeah, all of the armors, by the way, have that clear head piece. So if you have spare minifigures, which I will show you in a minute, you can put them in armors, and it's fun, and yeah, it's very neat. Here's just a quick look at the Mark 50. Possibly my favorite Iron Man armor. Just in minifigure form, it's all right. I like the reflective paint that we get there too. It's nice. It's sleek. And it's the nanotech armor. I do have nanotech weapon mocks. I will show those off probably in another video. But yeah, this is a nice little armor. It's cool. It's my favorite armor. It's pretty simple, but it's hard to replicate something as complex as a Mark 50 in the minifigure form. They could have printed the arms and the legs, but like I said, this that would have taken too much time, and or maybe I don't know. They just give us these figures, but they're nice. I like the fact that we even have them. So it's a nice looking minifigure. Here we have a couple of characters donning Iron Man suits. We have Luke Skywalker, Lucy, also known as Wildstyle, and obviously Emmett in the Igor armor. Yeah, like I said, it's it's optional. If you want Tony to wear the suits, which would make better sense, you can do that. But I just wanted to show you what it would look like if you had other characters wearing Iron Man suits. So it's basically a free for all. Here we have Dummy. I love Dummy. Dummy was always one of my favorite side characters in the Iron Man franchise, and I felt bad when they killed him off in Iron Man 3, but at the end of the movie you could see Tony hauling the remains of what seems to be one of the dummy robots, so it's nice to see that he cares for them. This piece took me a while to figure out what this was, but after watching the movie again I realized this is actually the dunce cap that he wears in the beginning of that movie, which I find to be incredibly adorable. Now if they could print the word dunce on there, that would have been nice, but I could understand why they didn't do that. He has a fire extinguisher and, a couple of flame pieces to put out the fire with. This isn't my favorite sort of build for the dummy mech. I have the polybag version, which I'll show you right here. I like the build of this one better because, it looks more complete, and it's a little bit more articulated. It just has that one extra hinge right there, and I guess this rotation if you want to count it too. But yeah, one of these can make for a good Butterfingers mock, which is another robot arm mech that Tony built when he was young as well, as a companion to Dummy. So make of these what you will. You can also have make it like a little discussion that they're having. This one's causing fires and this one's trying to put out fires. and Tony gets annoyed by both of them. But yeah, like I said, it's a nice little inclusion for this set. Forgot to mention that we also get these two Outriders. We get two Outriders in this set, and both exactly like this guy right here with the whole, claws in the back of his hands. Nice prints and whatnot. Here's one without the claw pack, just to show you what the back printing looks like, which is also very nice. I don't really care for these. I might, use their parts or something else, but other than that, yeah, they're, if you want to army build them, that's also, up to you. Surprisingly, a lot of these endgame sets have a lot of Outriders, Chitauri, and whatnot, like, for you to army build. It's pretty balanced, as Thanos would like it to be. But yeah. So that's it, guys. I think I covered everything that I had to cover in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll do more of these in the future unless, you don't want me to. This is my first review, so, if there is any way that I messed up, which I'm pretty sure I have, just let me know in the comment section down below. Tell me how to improve. All criticism is accepted. And thank you very much. I did get this set at Walmart. It is cheaper there than in most stores. Amazon, it's even cheaper. I got this for about 51 bucks. On Amazon, it's like 47 bucks. I didn't get it there because, I didn't have time to get a card. And, I saw the set right there and I was like, oh, I need it right here, right now. So, would it be worth 60 bucks? It's a little iffy. Like, if you're a collector or a diehard Iron Man fan like me, then yeah, you would have paid, probably twice just to get this set. But, luckily I found it at Walmart, for a cheaper price. 51 bucks, that's reasonable. 47, that's basically a steal. But, yes, I would recommend this set for any fans of superheroes in general because, like I said, it's fun, it's creative, there's a lot of play value in it. I had fun with it. And, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you guys in the next video.